Hello guys, October 13th, Hindu editorial. So mains questions from caste system, a lot of times it has come, and these are practice questions which we have designed. Caste discrimination in India is a deeply entrenched social issue that has persisted for centuries. So in that context, when did caste census begin in India? Why is there a need for committed government intervention to address these problems? So by the end of this today's editorial, you will be able to solve this question. Okay, full details will be there. And same thing in different forms can be asked. Like a caste census may not sit well with the goal of a casteless society, but it may serve as means of addressing inequities in society. Explain. One more version. With changing socio-political dynamics and the need for accurate information, there has been a renewed call for caste census recently. Okay, so discuss. So these lines are taken from the Hindu editorial only. So UPSC does this only. They will take some Hindu or Indian Express headline or any catchy line in that article and then put the word like discuss, elaborate, elucidate, justify. So you have to explain that in the context it is being asked. So here we will try to discuss all of this. This is part of today's editorial where only one article is important, and that is what we will discuss as part of this October 13 editorial. And 2-3 articles are, episodes are pending. Like I think October 4 and 10th is pending, I think. So that will come soon. There are some reasons for which it is kept on hold. So it will be coming soon. Okay. So we'll do a little bit static like we always do. That is the history of census. Census in India, it started in 1881 or 1871 onwards, you can tell, when Lord Mayo was there as the viceroy, or viceroy, because after 1857 everybody is called viceroy. So that time this started, and 1881 onwards itself, Britishers included the caste column also. Okay, included the caste column also in their census. It will be counted when we are surveying the people. So this then over the years, evolved. Governments, policymakers, academicians, Indian population increased. Everyone started even the delimitation process, where we then divide it into constituencies, then based on which you can give reservations. Everything, it's a very long process which happened. So every 10 years it used to happen from 1881. Okay, 1931, the census is considered to be the last British administered census, because 1941 they were busy with the World War II and all, and Britishers were losing also. So they couldn't collect too much data. So it was severely curtailed, and the published data was very, very minimal. Okay, even caste related much information was not there. There is a certain static part. Okay. 1941, a person, 1940s, this W.M. Yeats, the Census Commissioner for India, he had pointed out that the census is a very large, immensely powerful but blunt instrument, meaning like a useless instrument, unsuited for specialized inquiry. Okay, because they were busy also that time, they could not handle it, so they started criticizing the census process itself. Okay, then parallelly, 1931 they had started the specific caste and economic census also, which is called the socio-economic caste census, which after independence also we have done. So 1931 is the time when the very first time that SECC census came. Both are different types. Okay, census, population census is different, and SEC census is different. This is just for your economic, like your wealth and your caste alone. So that we will discuss in detail again what is the difference between these two census. And independent India, 1951 we had the first census, but from that time our governments did a good decision that we will avoid caste. We will not put that column because we don't want to again divide our country. Britishers have done that enough. So to promote national unity and to eliminate the divisive approach, we stopped the caste, or avoided the caste column. So now after independence also, this SECC was conducted recently. 2011 it was conducted, so that you get the comprehensive data on the socio-economic indicator, and then you can do like the schemes and all. You can give more equitable fashion, you can give. But there were a lot of concerns on the data. Many, government itself was not happy with the data and how to classify. So that data then they gave to an expert group and committee. They have been studying this since last 10-15 years, but still they are not able to give out any particular proper solid information out. So an expert group was formed. Okay. And after that, in 2021, the government of India had stated in the Lok Sabha that it has decided as a matter of policy not to enumerate caste-wise population other than the SC and ST. Okay, so this is what the government took a stand in 2021. Now, if you take a difference between what is census and SEC, census provides a portrait of the Indian population, while SECC is part of the identifying beneficiaries, like how much wealth you have, which caste you are. Based on that, we can give you the scheme. Okay, there's no other purpose of it. Now again, census is falling under a legal act like Census Act of 1948. So the data is kept confidential. It is not for publishing to everyone. It is for government's need. Okay. But SECC website, they publish it on the website itself, meaning anybody can go and see. There is no transparency and all. The caste, these things and all you can see. Now in this today's article where we will discuss now, the 4 points, like why should we have caste census, the 4 that we will discuss. So the against point I am just giving here, arguments against starting itself, because I told these are not part of Hindu, this is extra information. So arguments against is, if you bring back the caste census, it will reinforce the caste system and the division and all. It will lead to further social division, difficult to define caste also, because in each caste there are many subdivisions, there are many variations, there are many interpretations by the people in villages and all that they themselves don't know to identify them under which caste, or maybe they identify themselves as part of 2 castes. So like that multiple problems are there. So this is the arguments against the caste system. Now for the caste system, you will see in today's editorial. So before that, we will see today's headlines and why I am telling only one article is important. Like Rajasthan elections, or many elections are going to come. So that is one of the article which is not useful for us. Then Arundhati Roy, whenever she has no job, she will write something which half of the things I don't understand also, and it's nowhere useful for your exam. Israel-Palestine war, we have discussed details already. Bihar caste census is in editorial in 2 pages and also in multiple other pages, and in yesterday also it was there in other pages. So that is why I thought at least one episode, it deserves at least one episode. That is why I am doing it today. Here again, Israel-Palestine war, some picture they have shown, people are like burning each other's flag, they are killing babies and killing women, both sides. Okay, I am not taking a side. We all need a 2-state solution only. There should be an Israel, there should be an Palestine, but Palestine, they should behave properly also, the people. Okay, it's not Palestine's problem, it's Hamas problem. It's a pure terrorist group. So whatever post we are putting, which some people are not liking, just because you are from a particular religion and you have to support Palestine, you should not support Hamas. Okay, you have to have something, means you both should come around a table and sit and discuss. That is how problems are solved. Like India, Pakistan, these many issues are there. You don't throw bombs at each other every now and then. Okay, because it's loss for both of them. So we don't support Hamas, but we support a 2-state solution. And Hamas, you can see that leader of Hamas itself have told, Israel is just a beginning. We want the entire world under this Muslim Sharia law. So that kind of group, if you are supporting, don't call yourself as like a true Muslim or a supporter of Palestine and all. You are just liking the terrorism. You are just liking like Israel to end and kill all the Jews. So that kind of people we will not support. So that will continue also. How much ever you put hate speech under our post, it will continue. Our stand will be like that only. Peaceful 2-state solution, which United Nations or the international bodies or USA, Norway, or anybody who has come to solve it, everybody has told the same thing only. Indian government stand is also there, and we will go with that stand alone. Okay, so remaining your hate speech, your religion identity, your religion communalism, this and all you show off in social media, it's not going to be of any use. So now we'll look into the caste census, and before that the 2024 batch is closing because October 17th the study day starts. So after that, if you come and join, there is no point. So if you want to join, you come and join for the 2024 batch, or if you are giving the next year 2025 575 very elaborate timetable is there, you can join that and study. Either way, you have to come on our WhatsApp so that you get the details of this and then enrollment procedure also. Or if you have already given like subject test series, you have joined somewhere, current affair packs you can join, which again hundreds of MCQs and notes will be there, which compiles everything which happens each month. Okay, so that you can enroll. This is the WhatsApp number, and the channel also, WhatsApp channel, you can again ask for the channel link in my WhatsApp. I'll give you can join there where I post every video link and update. Okay, so now going to today's Hindu editorial, there are certain dates which their author is telling, which is like a very important historical date, and October 2nd 2023 is one such date because Bihar government did a caste based survey and they released the data and they call it Bihar Jati Adharit Ganna. Okay, so a caste based census would provide accurate and up to date information on the distribution of socio-economic status of various caste and community, and it is like evidence based thing, so it can be used for policy formulation, implementing the policy, helping the policy maker identify who are the marginalized or the disadvantaged group and then target them to uplift them, and help in recognizing the historical injustice which has happened to them. So these points are also you can note down. Anyway, I will show you like a 10 bullet point. I will show you the why we should have caste census. Okay, so acknowledging this is very critical and we have to do it. So with accurate data, again the same thing, okay, like welfare based scheme, it can be tailor based to different caste groups, like what is the need, identify that and give that scheme, not like one size fit all and put one scheme and ask everybody to follow it. Not like that. So this caste thing, over the time, when we keep doing it regularly, like every 5 years or every 10 years, you will get more data, and so the policies you can change also. Not like one policy you implement and then for lifelong the same policy. So that you can do, and in education, in an employment, in anything, in social bonding, everything you can make use of this. Okay, so now it also allows the citizens to hold the government accountable, meaning when they see that government is not giving the scheme to a particular group, now you can tell, we have a data here, this caste is disadvantaged people, then why your scheme is not reaching here? Why first you are giving the scheme there? Why the piped water is going there first when we are having more problem? So like the people can start questioning and make the government accountable, and so there is a mean for verifying something, authenticating something, and everyone, like the frauds and middlemen, everything you can avoid. You can genuinely give the proper scheme. This is the introduction part. Okay, now however, it is important to note that it's always been a debate and controversy kind of thing. During election times, these people bring up, like now the Congress party is the biggest people who have been telling about this, that caste should be there. Rahul Gandhi is going every day. Last 1 month of, or not 1 month, 2 weeks of Rahul Gandhi speeches, you see everywhere he is going and telling the same thing. Caste census should be there. Everybody should know their caste. We should give more thing to this OBC, SC, ST, because every, like 50% of the jobs are taken by general category people. 50% of the something education seats are by general category people. So everywhere he is telling that the lower caste people should get this, and he's playing that caste politics only for vote bank, and this both sides do. BJP also do it and Congress also does it. But now last 1 week it is Rahul Gandhi who is like more viral. His videos are more viral regarding this. So now the caste divisions are there, and injustice, everything you have to correct. So several factors, 10 points will be there. Several factors highlight the need for committed government intervention to address the problem. This I put in that mains practice question also. This was one of the line. So what are the reasons? So first, historical injustice. Caste discrimination, you know, since the years it is happening, there is like oppression in the basis of social, economic and educational backgrounds, and government intervention is so necessary. So historical injustice is the main reason. Then constitutional mandate is there. Okay, Indian constitution recognizes the existence of caste-based discrimination, and you know, we have this article 15, article 16, 14 also, right to equality and this thing and all. There is a law which tells, or constitution tells that we have to do things to avoid the discrimination and give them the proper right. So constitutionally also is a second reason that you have to do a caste system, so that you can uplift this people who are in the disadvantaged position. Now point number 3 is human rights. This discrimination obviously is leading to human rights, and government is responsible to protect all these things and all, because India has even signed international laws and all, where we tell we will abide by the human rights and people, everybody will be equally treated. So we have to follow that, means this caste census data we need. Then social cohesion. Okay, so again, caste discrimination will be making like more divisions and hindering this social bonding and all. So it creates a sense of inequality, injustice among these marginalized group, and so if you uplift them, then there will be more social harmony, there will be more unity. Okay. Fifth one, economic development. So caste discrimination often leads to economic disparities, with certain caste will be facing some limited access to education and employment. So like that, economic wise they will suffer. So that is, if you see, every point is kind of same, but this is how you write in your mains answer. Because some people in one line they will write like we need caste census because there is a problem in education, employment, economy. Like this, if you write, you wrote only this, but you have to write 150 words or 250 words when UPSC asks you. So clever people write it like this. Same point, but in a different angle to it. Human right, social cohesion, economic development. Now that same economic development you broke down into education and employment. Okay, the author has done this only today. So again, educational opportunities are being missed. So you have to see that every caste get the same. Employment opportunities are being missed or discriminated. So you have to see to it that they get in public sector and fair employment, fair wages, equal wages, that will happen. Then now the 8th point, political representation. So see, political angle also you brought, that many people are not getting good political positions, they are underrepresented. So that happens everywhere. SC, ST, OBC, or even women was there, and that's why women's bill came. Same like that, this also should be addressed. Then awareness and sensitization, because government has to make people aware that caste discrimination is there, because some people take it for granted also, like we are this caste only, we anyway deserve this much only, we don't deserve development. So that also government has to create awareness and change it. 10th one, a legal framework. So again, law and policy, many are there, like same like constitutional mandate is there, many law and policy is also there. So it's government's responsibility to implement this and conclude this. Okay, so as a conclusion, caste discrimination is a deeply ingrained problem in India, requires sustained and committed government intervention, and such intervention is not only essential to rectify the historical justification but also to uphold the principle of equality, justice, human rights. So this is the perfect conclusion you can write in your mains answer also. But some people write this as the main body. That is when you get lack of words and your marks go less. But clever people write 10 points and then write the conclusion. Okay, then you can introduce more quotes also. Maybe Ambedkar's one quote you can put at the top, or Gandhi's some quote you can put at the bottom. Like that, that is how you make it complete. Okay, or in modern context also you can take. You can quote the Prime Minister, you can quote any opposition leader or any expert committee, anything. That is how a beautiful 10 marker or 15 marker answer you will write. Okay. Every day if you watch my editorials, you are going to double your score in mains. That is my guarantee. Okay, but problem is people like one day they watch, one day they don't watch, or only if the thumbnail looks very catchy or interesting they will watch. You will not clear exam like that. Okay, you have to believe one mentor. If you are not following Vysh IAS, don't follow at all. Don't watch anything. Okay, because there is a continuity. There is a mode or style in which one teacher will be teaching. So if you follow that for 365 days, you pass or fail based on the vacancies and that day's luck and all. Your knowledge base will definitely improve. You will become a very good aspirant that next year you will not need even me. You will be that much expert that you can do yourself the things. Okay, because that much easily or clarity wise I am teaching you. So please make use of this and keep telling comments, keep buying our courses, because when we do a lot of things for free, we also expect that you buy our little bit of paid courses also, because if in free course if I put this much content, imagine in paid how much would I put. Okay, obviously if I am charging something, the content will be even double the quality, right? So it's all up to you whether you want Vysh IAS as your teacher for 1 year or 2 years, how much ever you're preparing. It's totally your choice. Okay, so follow us on Instagram, WhatsApp and all, and keep participating everywhere. We need the cooperation so that we can continue this initiative. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.